Bachelorette was just canceled, so let's talk about it. I have some healthy thoughts. I have some not so healthy thoughts that probably a lot of us are thinking, but don't necessarily want to say, especially other people in Bachelor Nation. So we'll go over it. One, the domestic violence. I feel terrible for everyone involved. I have to state this. It is the worst thing in the world. I feel bad for those kids. I feel bad for Dakota. I feel bad for Taylor. I feel bad for literally everyone. It should never, ever, ever come down to that. One thing I'm a bit confused about is we all knew this. This incident that happened in 2023. This was not new news. I think just subconsciously, if you're a good person, you want to see someone who struggles end up doing really well, and you want to be their biggest cheerleader to say, you know, started from the bottom, now you're here type of thing. I think that a lot of us probably thought, oh, you know, that was a one-time thing. It's not going to happen again. Give the girl a break. And then see her become the Bachelorette. And we all hoped for her to jump out of this toxic cycle and find love and be engaged and live happily ever after. Watching domestic violence versus just hearing about it, it hits a little bit harder. And I think after that, it was tough for ABC to then be like, no, we're going to give this girl a platform, even though this is what she did. I think ABC is actually probably canceling because this incident happened again, and Taylor's on probation until August. And if she's the aggressor in this new altercation, then I think there could potentially be jail time. I think she could potentially get her kids taken away from her. There could be a lot of repercussions for Taylor if she is the aggressor. Now, what's crazy is Taylor is coming out and she's saying, it's essentially not me. It was Dakota being the aggressor. I think another thing that is a little bit weird to me is the timing of all of this. Why now? This all came out in 2023. I think there might be a little bit of calculation on Dakota's side. Okay, this is where my unhealthy thoughts come in. And I know that they are unhealthy, but I'm going to admit it. I am kind of disappointed that it's canceled. I wanted to watch this train wreck. I wanted to watch this mess. I think it would have been something different from what I've seen in the past. I know that's not healthy. I know that the right thing to do is to cancel this, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit bummed out because I would have watched and I do think it would have been entertaining and I do think it would have been really good. Want to talk about is producers. Producers know just about everything. There is no way in hell that producers did not know about the domestic violence case in 2023. And I've heard this through the grapevine, not sure if it's true, but that's essentially why they didn't travel outside of the US. And St. Lucia is like somehow mixed within the US, so they can go there too. But since she is on probation, I think she might not be able to travel internationally. So if that's the case, like, production, come on, like, what are you signing up for? As a society, we love a mess. We love the girl that's going out and partying. We love the guy that's like creating havoc. We love the train wreck. And the more I've had a crazy night and I did this and I did that, like, we watch it. So yes, production's to blame, but like us as a society, like, that's kind of what we're asking for. Another rumor that I supposedly heard was Taylor came back from filming after she got engaged to Doug and told Dakota that she didn't end up with anyone and like started sleeping with him. And then I think they flew out Doug to like film her breaking up with him or something. And then he went off the rails because he found out she lied. Like, I don't know how true that is. It doesn't sound that true, but that is a rumor that I've heard. This is where my empathetic side comes in. I feel bad for everyone. Taylor, Dakota, the kids, the contestants, even the producers. I know that they signed up for this, but I do feel bad for them. They have like 20-hour days sometimes on set. And the fact that they just put in all of this hard work and it's not being rewarded, I feel bad. I feel bad for the contestants that took off 2 months and it's going to go nowhere. It is very hard for me to believe that any of them are authentic and went on a show to get proposed and married to someone with a domestic violence case, 2 baby daddies, and 3 kids who's Mormon. But I still feel bad for them. I do know that ABC essentially told the contestants to shut up, don't say anything, don't do press, you're not allowed to do ads, you're not allowed to do anything, we're not telling you anything, and just be quiet. Now, the last thing I'm going to say is what is going to happen next. I have no idea, and I'm very curious what you guys think. Are they going to use the same guys, put a different bachelorette in power and just run the whole thing again? I don't really know. Are they going to switch over to The Bachelor? Are they going to cut it? Are they going to go to Bachelor in Paradise? I don't know. I've also heard that they don't have enough girls for Bachelor in Paradise. I don't know what's going to happen. I just know ABC's out millions and millions of dollars, and I'm sure they have insurance that's going to cover a lot of that. But at the end of the day, like, it's not going to recoup everything that they've just spent. Again, they spend millions of dollars each episode. So this really sucks for them. I'm so curious. Where do you guys think this is going to go next?